Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I've been offline, I've been on holiday, came up with a really bad cold and have lost my voice a little bit. I might still even sound a little bit croaky, but I thought I need to come back. I enjoy my YouTube. I enjoy sharing things that I've learned over the last 30 years, 40 years, over the last long time. So last time we looked at elementals, didn't we? That hasn't got a lot of views. I think I need to revisit that because elementals aren't about fairies and dragons and mermaids and things. They can be if you believe in that. My glasses are wonky. But elementals are about the air energy, fire energy, the earth energy, and the energy of water. So it's about using these energies to heal us and using these energies to manifest things and using these energies in our daily lives. What I noticed today, someone sent me a photograph, I think, from the Isle of Wight, and the sky was so blue and the sea was so lovely. And I remembered when I lived in Wales for a time, you couldn't go anywhere without sunglasses because the sky isn't like a Birmingham sky. It's blue and it's clear and it's bright and it's just lovely. Obviously in a city you don't get that bright, clear blue skies, but so that's about that light affecting me, that blue sky. Overall, I prefer to live in a city, but I do remember the energy of living by the seaside and the sea and the light and just the pleasure of being in that nature. So it doesn't necessarily mean angels and gnomes as well for the earth, but elemental energy is important to our lives in general, I believe anyway. We all know that being out in nature, feeling the green grass, gardening, all of these things are really good for our souls. So I might revisit the elemental one and see if I can get some more interest in that because maybe I didn't describe it as well as I ought. But today we're talking about dreams. We're talking about the power of dreams, how spirit can use that power to talk to us. I was taught that I have to control spirit energy. They will visit us 24 hours a day if we let them. So I'm fortunate that I never have to close down. I'm always closed to spirit until I open to spirit, and then they come and visit me when I'm doing my mediumship. So I said to the spirit world, I said, you're not allowed in my bedroom. Don't come visiting me when I'm sleeping. I'm not interested then. You can only visit me during the daytime. And I have had some amazing visitations from spirit while I'm asleep. And it feels like a dream. But I remember one girl particularly visited me the night before I was doing a service. This has happened to me a couple of times. And she just stood by the door. I could see her by the door. And she said, my name's Sandy. And I could see like she's got like a 60s bob and she'd got this sandy red hair and a mini dress. I know we were going way back with her. So I said, it's okay, I've got you, I can see you. And the next day when I did a church service, I did actually give her out to somebody in the church and they could take her and the name and the description and everything. So that's happened a couple of times, and I find when spirit do take the trouble to break what I say, to come into my bedroom, they never come further than the door. They stand by the door and they come with really specific messages, so I don't ignore them. I just, as a rule, don't invite them into my bedroom and my dreams because I'm always exhausted and I don't want any disturbances. So what I put here is, can spirit visit us in our dreams? Absolutely they can. but you can stop that if you want to. You know, spirits don't rule, we rule. We have the strongest energy. Oh, I'm not even sure that's true, but we can try to control when and how they come. So dreams have always been recognized as a gateway into other worlds. When we sleep, we enter a space between our earth reality and the spiritual world. As our senses slow down for the night, our sixth sense is given a chance to shine. If you are interested in dream work and spirit dreams, please put a notebook and a pencil or a pen by your bedside so you can record them immediately. I think it will say this further on. It is important for me to remind you that you are in control of their dreams. If you experience any negative thoughts or feelings, to come back immediately, ground themselves, and then continue this lesson if you feel that spirits are being intrusive. So, every dream is not a visit from the other side, even if a deceased loved one appears. A dream is more like a movie with subconscious adding supporting actors, excuse my voice. We choose the characters who will play them. If the dream requires a person of great heroism, you may place your father, who used to protect you, or some other relative that used to protect you in the dream when you were a child. Your sibling, who you may have fought with as a child, may appear as a villain in your dream. But a spirit dream, I hope that some of you have recognised this. A spirit dream will be so vivid that when you wake up, you will be left wondering if it was real. The dream will stay in your mind for days, months, or a lifetime. If the dream keeps recurring, then it could be a spiritual message. The most vivid event, person, or colour in the dream is the key to figuring out the message. So we'll talk about my experience of that later, my astral travelling thing. Dreams that produce strong emotional feeling can be considered spiritual. If they produced enhanced feelings of joy, love, sadness, or fear, pay attention to it. So the more vivid the dream, the more that you remember the detail, the more you remember how you feel, the more likely it is supposed to be likely to be a spirit dream. You never forget them. I can remember mine from years and years ago when my brother died. I dreamt I was going downstairs and he was asleep on the sofa, and I was saying, you can't stay here, you're not here anymore, you have to leave now. And he woke up and he went back to sleep, and he said, no, I'm not going, I'm staying here with you. And I thought that was lovely. So I think I just left him on the sofa there. But that was a spirit dream, and that was so vivid, and I'll never forget that experience. You will never forget a spirit dream, so that you don't have to wonder. Right. Spiritual dreams can awaken senses that are normally closed off in dreams, such as being able to taste, feel, or smell. You can eat food, feel someone's touch, and even smell someone's perfume. The experience will make you feel there was something unique about that dream. Spiritual dreams can happen more than once to make sure we get the message. If a dream is repeated, pay special attention to it. They may occur weeks apart, but the same dream may mean something and needs attention to figure out the meaning. Dreams that give information like predictions or show the truth about an issue issues that occur during times of spiritual advancement. Gaining knowledge from the spirit world often happens through sleep and or meditation. That's when our practical mind is sleeping and our psychic mind is open. That's when they run. I always look at it when I was training somewhere. I think I was in Warsaw, and I've been all over the place during my training. And somebody said, it's like this space in your third eye, and when you're focusing on something or not thinking about something, if you're focusing on something like writing or reading or crafting, knitting something, it leaves a little space in your consciousness because you're concentrating just on that, and your brain's not full of other things. And that's when they need to come in. That's when that allows spirit to come in. This is why creative work such as writing, knitting, sewing, any form of crafting will allow that space for spirit. And that's what they're saying about the dreams. When you close off all your other senses, that's when spirit will come in. So when spirit does enter your dream, they will become the ultimate focus. They may be larger or shining brighter than other parts of the dream, ensuring that they will not be mistaken or overlooked. There is no doubt in a spirit dream. They are vivid and conclusive. You just need to listen to your heart and believe it. You will feel uplifted, completely loved and at peace. It is possible to ask for a loved one to visit in dreams. Just think about who you wish to see and ask them to visit. If they know you need them, even if you cannot see them, your loved ones will be right by your side. I believe that they're with us always. I believe that until the last person that knows us has passed over. For example, if you've got grandchildren, when not until those might be the last people that remember you, and so till the last people that remember you cross over, they stay down earthly. They stay as an earthly presence. Not all the time, but they're very much surrounding us until the last person that recognises us or knew us passes over. Then I think they move on then out of the physical realm. Just my own personal belief. So people in our dreams are important. It may be beneficial to consider all aspects of their appearance. They may be messengers, reflections of, or a complement to our personality. If you consider all avenues, then dreams can be more accurately interpreted. So if you consider all avenues, once you start this journey, you become used to your body and your energy. When something feels right, that's what spirit are trying to say. If it feels a bit iffy or if it feels wrong, then it's probably not spirit energy. It's probably more of a dream, more of a life thing going on. So let's see if I can get this up here. Right. Dream friends. I can't do it. It's not staying up there. Stay. Yes. Dream friends. Friends in life may have qualities we lack, so can appear as different aspects of ourselves. Someone who's usually outspoken may reflect your own outgoing temperament or highlight the fact that you are unable to express what you need or your thoughts. Consider their strengths and their flaws to help you understand why they appeared in your dream. Also, dreams about friends may reveal their inner life, so we can help them with information we received about them or during the dream. Invisible partners. Dreamers can often report being with invisible ghostly individuals who stand or sit alongside them in the dream. Invisible partners usually represent your intuitive side, the part that picks up psychic cues or represents a secret side of you that you seldom show to others or even acknowledge to yourself. So invisible partners, we can sense that someone's beside us. We know that they're there. I think they're invisible because we don't want to make them visible. We're not ready to face aspects of ourselves, or we're not ready to find out what they're trying to tell us. So they stay beside us almost as a protection, almost as, they're poking, wake up. But until we're ready to see the truth of situations or to deal with situations, then we won't really know who's trying to contact us. Okay. Family members are our closest relationships and often appear in dreams to express conflicts and feelings that you hold about each other. Dreams of family also reveal dynamics that influence attitudes and self-worth. They can reveal how family patterns still influence your choices, feelings, and generally highlight the ways you coped with family dysfunction. They can reveal emotional wounds left over from childhood. So again, this is always worth writing down why they come, how you feel about why they came. Did you want them to be there, or would you rather they didn't visit you? So write all this down, and a self-reflection for you. I think with the family, it's all about self-reflection, isn't it? We can't look out at the family, we can't change family. What we can do is change our reception to them, our meanings of them. Okay, now we've got villains in our dreams. A bad character in your dreams will express your fears. They are referred to as your shadow side, a repressed subject in the subconsciousness that threatens your well-being. Being chased, for example, may represent a deep fear that, if not uncovered and dealt with, can weaken your ego. So again, any negative aspects of the dream is important to write down, is important to work out what that bad character is. Is it a repressed side of you? Is it showing you something about somebody that you know but don't want to accept, or don't want to work with? So I think that's quite an interesting villains. The thing about spirituality is, what I tell people all the time is our interpretation. They come with us, they come to us to help us, and it's a question of listening to what they're saying. We keep ignoring what they're saying, and we really shouldn't. Romantic partners. A mysterious stranger who wins your heart is a reflection of your masculine side for a woman, or your feminine side for a man. A romantic dream partner may also indicate the need for love, intimacy and security. So again, worth writing down, and maybe even write down the description. You might bump into him in the week. So those are the people that are likely to influence our dreams. These are the people that appear in our dreams most often. So these are some of my thoughts on why they appear, and some of my research on why they appear. But please add any of your own. This is your journey, not mine. I'm only here to guide you and let you fill in the blanks. So dream themes. Most themes in your dream will be self-explanatory. Excuse me, I get this right one day. Water reveals your emotions and feelings. So if you have to cross water, or you're in water, or you're frightened of water, again, write it down. Why does it make you feel that way? Why did that dream happen? Fire. Passion, energy, strength of will and basic desires are being represented. So yeah, fire is a very strong energy. So yeah, it is about passion and energy and strength, and forging through things. So that's quite an interesting, strong one to work out for yourself, for your journey. Air. Flying, falling, escaping from problems, trying to attain spiritual peace. Might be worth meditating on that one, why you're flying or falling. Earth. Suggests that practical problems in life are more important to you than spiritual problems. I think they're both equally important, but then I have the luxury of being able to consider both sides. Birth, death, change. Death does not mean someone will die. Birth and death mean what it says. It means change, things changing. Things changing perhaps in a big way, and possibly I feel that it means change in practical aspects of life, not spiritual aspects of life. So this means, to me, it does mean things will change. So if you're trying to get away from someone or put something behind you, then if you're being crowded, then you must try feeling what it is you're trying to get away from, what's bothering you, what's following you around. If it's just following around in your head, that needs some kind of looking at. I am putting my interpretations on these, so please feel free to disagree with me. I don't mind at all. It's your journey. I'm just trying to guide you a little bit and open your mind to think for yourself. So crowds. The rat race is obstructing you. That seems very black and white, doesn't it? For me, crowds also could mean I've lost my way, or I'm following the crowd, or I'm not. Do I need to change direction? Because crowds can make you go one way. Am I following the crowd? Do I need to follow the crowd? Do I need to turn around and change? Disasters, dream disasters, unlikely to be prophetic, but maybe giving you a warning to be careful. So, but I feel this is something you would know. You would know whether you have to go there or not go there, or do this or do that. So it's just really confirming your fears already, confirming things that you already know you should or shouldn't do. So that's what disasters mean. That's what dreams mean to me, confirming and not confirming. People, children, wanting to be young again, or your childhood was not as pleasant as you might like it to have been. So I think it's about valuing childishness, happiness, letting things go, wanting to be young at heart again, or young in spirit again. I certainly would like to do that. I haven't got the weight of the world on my shoulders, but I would like to be a bit more light-hearted. Animals have individual meanings for us, so we can do that when we do the animals. We've done the animal guys, haven't we? Find out what they mean to us. At the moment, I'm getting lots of spiders, which is really interesting for me, because spiders, I do get a lot of spiders in this house. Nothing to do with my not cleaning cobwebs, she says, maybe. But I do get a lot of spiders, and spiders do mean secrets and lies. And it's so weird, because when this happened to me before, there was lots of secrets and lies going on, and I found a couple of huge spiders, you know, let me see, that big spiders, and I don't kill anything. I put them outside and hope they don't find their way back. I actually found a spider's nest the other day, and I got a brush and brushed it into a pot and then put it in my garage. Don't like killing anything. But anyway, back to spiders. So animals have individual meanings for us. So spiders mean secrets and lies and webs of deceit. And yeah, funnily enough, that happened to me this week as well. So I do think it's worth monitoring. These dream themes, these things that happen in a dream, are worth monitoring, because it might not just be spiritual. It's our psychic, it's our subconscious making itself present and telling us what to watch out for. And I didn't, and I should have wrote down about the spiders and what was happening, and then things happened around me which was a web of deceit, which is going on, I think, for probably about 2 years. So not pleasant. So we've done animals, we've talked about my spiders. Weather is good at monitoring our emotions about a situation. So I find that interesting. I find it all interesting, what can I say? So stormy weather or sunny weather, or I don't believe it's predictions. I think dreams pick up on our internal self and make us aware of our internal self. Rooms, buildings, you are at a point where you're ready to move forward. I find that interesting. Whether you're literally moving or just emotionally moving, you're ready to make changes. Clothes, nudity, embarrassment, shame, inhibition, or exhibitionism, if that a word. So yeah, that's interesting. Have you done something that you're ashamed of, or you've done something you'd like to go back and change, or is there something you wish you'd had more confidence to do? As I say, all worth writing down when you work up. So workplace, creativity, maybe reflecting your anxieties. So workplace, the only thing I would keep in my dreams, maybe creativity. It could be solving workplace problems, giving you a different route, a different way of looking at things. So could be interesting. As I say, if you remember them, never ignore them. Food, drink. Emotional hunger can be symbolized by food and drink. So if you visualize, have a dream where you're sitting at McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's. I've been once in my lifetime for one of my children's parties. So where are we? Food and drink. Emotional hunger can be symbolized by food and drink. Again, I think this is an interesting interpretation of food and drink, whether you are actually hungry or starved of something else, starved of affection or starved of friendship or starved of company. So again, I love all of these, although I researched them and write them down and I'm working through them again. I love the interpretations of them, and what I find with teaching and doing this, it makes me revisit things, it makes me rethink things, and that's really important because we need to keep on learning and changing and growing and reflecting. Illness and health, it just says look for the dream's real meaning. So health could mean a lot of things, couldn't it? It could mean depression, it could mean low mood, it could be you're feeling poorly and you need to look at your diet or things like that. So I don't know how illness or health would materialize in a dream, but if you've had it or you know, please leave me a comment. Landscape travel reflects your journey through life or need for a change of direction. So again, this is for you to focus on, reflect on, and discover your meaning. Money, credit, debt. It can mean no financial worries, but maybe not emotionally secure, or it could mean you need to prioritize your finances. This is where your thoughts, feelings, opinions come in. These are general meanings, and if they happen in your dream, it's up to you to reflect on them. Okie dokie. Dreams is a good one. We're going to look at astral travel, lucid dreams, and all those kind of things. So I find that really interesting. I find it all interesting. I keep saying this is really interesting. As if I'm the most interesting person in the world. Okay. So we're going to look at a visualization exercise, which I think is really, really excellent to do when we're talking about dreams, so that you can put meaning to what we're visualizing as we go through the dreams, and it allows you to strengthen your visualization and what you're seeing. So we'll do this quick meditation, and then in the next video, because that'll be over 30 minutes now, in the next video we'll be looking at lucid dreams, astral travel. If you've ever done that, it's amazing. Journaling, dream diary, some tips for that, how you felt about your dream, and then using dream cards. I have a set of dream cards here. I love cards because I feel like when you look at the cards, Spirit are looking over your shoulder and interpret them for you and drawing your attention to things. So I love the cards. And an exercise using dream cards. So after this meditation, I will stop the dream exercise, the dream video, and I'm doing another one. So we're going to do this meditation. So sit comfortably, close your eyes and take 2 deep breaths. Become aware of your out breath without changing the rhythm. Remain sitting, just observing the flow of your breath for 1 minute. Okay, relax now and imagine you are floating above your house. Keep your breath even and calm and still. Imagine you're floating above your house. Just visualize yourself floating, suspended in the air. Then imagine you're looking down at houses and rooftops. Visualize what your own house might look like from the air. Then imagine you are floating down until you are outside your own front door. Visualize yourself going up to it. Notice the colour. See parts of the door, the panels, the glass, the handle, the number may be significant, or the door handle. Notice everything you can about the exterior of your house. Okay, and start coming back into the room. Feel your feet on the floor. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel your weight on the chair. Finally, open your eyes and become aware of the room. Check how accurate now, we're back in the room, if you're all back with me. Check how accurate your visions were. Give out to other students what you visualised. See how spirit made connections for them. So if you're drawn to someone in the group and you give them a number like number 12, or if you say, you know, I saw a green door, or flowery net curtains, or coloured curtains, whatever it possibly, I'm going to say it will be, because I'm confident, there's someone in the group will be able to take what you saw or parts of what you saw. Spirit don't waste energy, so when we're working with them, if you're doing these exercises on your own, don't worry, that's what your journal's for, so write it down and then give it out to someone you feel drawn to in your daily life. So I want you to check how accurate your visions were, even though it was your own house. So does someone in the group have a similar style home? Do they have a similar outlook or garden that you've been visualising? Are the street names or door numbers similar or significant? Please make a note in your journal. What was your strongest vision? How did the meditation make you feel? Do you feel a connection to someone in the circle? So I feel that's really important to note if you did that. Write everything down, what you saw, because although I keep trying to explain, spirit can only use what you know. So if your door number is 7 or 5, or 57, it could be linked to numerology. It could be linked to somebody's children. The number, whatever leaks out at you through doing these meditations. I might consider doing online circles, so if you could let me know if that'd be something you'd be interested in. I will be starting a tarot course soon. That will be in a physical place and not online. But let me know if you'd like me to do any online circles or anything you'd like to talk to me about. Please message me. So the next video is going to be about lucid dreams and about astral travel. And what other? Journaling. I'm always talking about journaling. It's so important. How you felt about your dreams and things. We'll have a look at the dream cards, and it doesn't matter if you're working on your own, because you can turn cards, give it to someone you feel drawn to later. A friend that you meet later might need that card, but you will know who to give it to because your psychic abilities will be strengthening. So we're going to have a quick look at that. Should be quite a short video, but this one's been 30 minutes now, so 35 minutes. So lots of love to everyone. Thank you for watching, and please message any questions or anything that you'd like to talk about, because I do know everything. We'd lovely to hear from you. Thank you.